Hello, Footies, and welcome back to Foot in Review episode 740. It's Footy season, where every pack almost contains a 99 rated player as long as it's a version you didn't want. EA have officially reached the stage where one footballer has more special cards than he has career goals. FC 27 is just around the corner, can you believe it? With so many additions available, you'll just need to complete an SBC to work out which one you actually bought. And then there's FIFA, who looked at the biggest sporting event on the planet and thought, you know what this needs? A private equity investor. Thankfully, after football's version of a community downvote, the plan to sell a stake in the World Cup's commercial business was shelved. Turns out fans don't like the idea of the World Cup becoming an investment portfolio. Anyway, we'll deep dive into the latest footy content, break down the cost benefits of FC27 and ask the important question, has anyone, anywhere, ever packed the footies card they actually wanted? Let's get into it.
Let's get it! Welcome to the show, we're breaking it down. Top tier heat, yeah, we wear the crown. Every week, every move, it's all in the light. Every week, every move, it's all in the light. UT in review, keeping it bright.
But guys, I'm not here alone. I'm with the Saint himself, Saint John, the Super J fan. How you doing, my friend?
I'm very good, thank you very much, Chris. Thanks for having me on. Excited for the real life football for us. Starts tomorrow, yours was last night. We'll not talk about that. Really happy to talk a little bit about footies. It's as you said, pink cards galore. And then we'll talk a little bit, I think, about FC27 and the pricing strategy. So looking forward to getting into it.
But John, we cannot not touch on the breaking news that the World Cup is no longer for sale. The for sale signs have been taken down. What's your thoughts on that?
Absolutely brilliant. It should never have been mooted, discussed, head above the parapet. No, it's not for sale.
It seems about the same way as the European Super League. You know, it broke one day and then it was shelved almost the day after. We'll not get too much into politics, but do you think this is the end for Gianni?
No, because he'll still stick in. He'll still give nations and regions money that are needing it. They'll still vote him in. Turkeys don't vote for Christmas, do you know? But I think there's a definite piece that this bigger piece that you try to do is shelved. I think, without going into like politics, I definitely think FIFA and UEFA are not aligned anymore. And I wouldn't be surprised within the next 3 or 4 years that UEFA becomes its own standalone body and steps away from FIFA altogether.
Well, that'll be interesting, that's for sure. Anyway, let's talk about the thing that we come on the show to talk about. That's footies and FC27. But let's start with footies. Let's start with the fun one. As I said to the guys on our chat, it's like a stag weekend in Benidorm with shots of spring break for our American listeners. It's the time that we all have fun and we can get right into the game. We can relax. The sun is shining in most parts of the world. And the summer's here. I know the guys down in the summer hemisphere, it's winter for them, but hopefully they're enjoying footies as well. But John, have you been playing much, especially during the World Cup?
Not during the World Cup so much, but the World Cup's finished and I've picked up the controller again and it's been very easy to grind through footies. There's loads of XP, silly, crazy XP. I'm already level 30. So yeah, I've been really enjoying it, Chris. You just want to see that pink flare, don't you? That's what this time of the season's about. Pink flares. Disappointingly, I've got one footies-based pink card in my starting 11. That's how poor my luck has been. What about you, Chris? How's your footies going?
I think I've really enjoyed it, actually. I really enjoyed it during the World Cup. I thought, you know, we chatted about how the fact that we don't have the actual license for the World Cup game, but I think EA played a blinder. I think they just, you know, with the tournaments and the Festival of Football and all that, it just was really smart and it tied into the World Cup. They managed to squeak it in without trampling on any copyright. You know, and we did 50 shows, didn't we? But I didn't personally, but you guys did a vast amount. You know, shout out to Shaq, who was the driving force behind that, and John. You know, 50 shows we did in the World Cup. If you haven't checked out, go back and listen to it. There's some real fun episodes in there. The history of the World Cup, you know, the dark days, etc. It's really, really worth listening to. But yeah, as I say, I've really played a lot of FIFA during the World Cup. The World Cup got me back into the game, if I'm being honest with you. And the footage has just been fun. I have quite a few footies in my team. I'm grinding the De Jong SBC that came out yesterday. But one thing I've enjoyed is the actual tournaments, the game modes, the penalty shootout. I played Gauntlet for the first time ever. What about yourself, John?
Yeah, just due to my family situation, which is basically wine and beer and movies at the weekend, I don't tend to do champs, right? So during the week, I would normally grind rivals, maybe a little bit of squad battles purely for evil situation. But see right now, You don't need to touch them. It's all about the live events, as you were talking about, Chris, to get those evos done, to get the play so many games, to score so many goals. That's the way to do it. That's fun. The penalty kicks is brilliant because it's not even. I know it was 12 at the time you got, but even I played one last week and you had 99 attempts per day to complete something. You only just scored in 18 games. It's like, this is what you're fun. This is not serious FIFA FC. This is fun. And it's just, really good. I mean, I've got my Silver Stars icon Baggio up to 95. I've got my Silver Stars icon Gullit up to 96. Yeah, fun times. I'm playing with the cards I want to play with. Maldini, Gullit, Baggio.
Yeah, no. And look, it would be wrong for us not to talk about the sudden passing and sad death of Baresi, who was actually a true legend. And I think the players in this game have reconnected with him. I think EA have done a real solid this year by making cards that were very usable. I mean, I remember, and John, you're a similar age of for UK listeners, the Channel 4 90s Italian football live on TV, when that was the only football, and he was an absolute rock, and he is a legend, and it's sad news in his passing.
Absolutely, shocking, and I do think there's of a younger generation, they might not, apart from the fact he has an icon card that maybe isn't as good as it should be, they wouldn't have seen him play, they wouldn't have seen the clips, they wouldn't actually know just how good he was. This is an era where the world-class strikers didn't actually score that many goals in a season in Italy. It was all because the defenders were the best of the best, and he was one of the best of the best.
No, definitely. And actually, if you think about it, he didn't look like your archetypal centre-back as well. He was not that. If you look at Messi and Ronaldo, think about Maldini and Baresi. That's what they look like, the two of them together. But he was the absolute rock of that defence. But anyway, John, let's move on to slightly more fun things. In terms of, you said there about the players, is there any player that you've used in this game, in this FUTTIES, that actually has surprised you, has become your new favourite?
For me, it will be the Silver Icons Baggio. I've loved using them all year. So there was a small window where you could take your silver icons, you could evo them a bit before EA blocked and basically said excludes. So I got my Baggio, I think up to about 82 or something, and he was fantastic, but then he totally fell behind the power curve. Now, again, you can bring him back in. And I think there's a perception, people see you with a Baggio and think, that's a rubbish card, right? This is 5-star, 95 pace, 95 shooting, 96 dribbling, 96 passing, 97 dribbling, finish, shot, ping pass, tiki-taka. It is brilliant, and it's just a fun card to use. Because I think, personally, yes, we all want R9 and etc. But if you play with cards that you have a bit of an affinity, so that's past and present of a club, nation, etc., I think there's more fun to be had in that. So yeah, I've been just really enjoying using my Baggio the last 3 or 4 weeks.
No, it sounds a great card, John. Sounds a great card. For me, it's Rivelino. I know he's just a new icon to it. And I would tell everybody to go and watch the 1970s World Cup, because I wax on relical about this Brazil team. This was a true great Brazil team that only probably was rivaled by the 82 Spain World Cup team. In terms of the Brazil team that went to the 82 World Cup, check them out. They're a fantastic team as well. But Rivelino, and actually, if you watch any of the film of that and you hear the commentators with those English accents shouting Rivelino, that's what I do when he scores. So I get very strange looks from my good wife, me shouting Rivelino, and he scores a lot of goals. He's tiny, he's quick, he's rapid. He just seems to fit in this game. I absolutely love him. I've managed to evo up to him to 97. And
fantastic.
He's in all my teams if I get away. But no, it's been... Look, this is it, John. This is what we grind the game for at the start of the year, and we go on and we talk about our 82 players or 81s or 83s. When you get to this stage, this is about having fun. Have you actually packed a 99 card though?
No, I've not packed a 98 card either. So the best I've got with FUTTIES, all the way through, including the season pass level 30 packs. I haven't got anything above a 97.
Wow. I think I might be the same, John. I bought the Cucurella card 99. I think everybody's been, He's had a wonderful World Cup. He was a player I think we all loved to hate when he played for Chelsea, was that type of nippy player. But actually, when you hear his backstory about his family and his son, you cannot help but fall in love with that man. He seems to be absolutely amazing, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, yeah. To be fair, yeah, I look at him with his hair and you think, what's that all about? And then you get the backstory, and it's for his mum and his kids and stuff like that. It's like, yes, you look at things differently. So yeah,
No, definitely.
Just to ask you a quick question.
Yes,
Sorry. You were talking about Rivelino, the new icon that you're using. Right?
Yeah.
Apologies for my pronunciation. So EA did quite a good thing this year and brought lots of new icons in. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we had a George Hurst for one cycle of the game. Mm-hmm. We've had one you've just talked about, and the list has expanded. Quite a lot of new icons in the game. Where are the Scottish icons? Where are the Scottish heroes?
Well, I mean, let's be honest.
Money next year, they better be listening, and they better bring some in.
No, you're right, John. I mean, I have to be honest with you. So, as a Rangers fan, I think one player we would love to see, strangely, would be Jinky Johnstone, who was a wonderful winger for Celtic, which may be strange for me saying that. I know our good friend Talando will love me saying that, but Jinky Johnstone was a great player. Look up his backstory about the boat. Well worth a listen. Yeah, he had some troubled times when he retired, but actually is a wonderful player. He was called a Tanner ball player, which people may not understand. That was a tiny little ball that they played for in the closest of Glasgow, and that's how they got great with the close control as well. Wonderful player. And then you look at someone like, say, Souness, who
Absolutely.
played for, a captain of Liverpool, won numerous European Cups. I think those are two that potentially could get in. And then you've got the lawman as well, Dennis Law, haven't you?
Yeah, but even as a hero, you've got McCoist, McLeish, Miller, Gorham. There's a scattering of players that have played in England, Scotland, won leagues, won competitions, won Europe. That outside of a generation now will only know, well, you only had one good player, which was Kenny Dalglish. And it's like, well, actually, no, we were in the 70s and 80s, we were littered with great players that underperformed in international football. But if you take out international football, they were massively big achievers.
No, yeah, and you've got Billy Bremner, Dave Mackay as well, stalwarts within the English First Division as well. So, yeah, no, they're definitely, hopefully EA is listening. I know they do. So hopefully they're listening, they get a few Scottish players in there. But, yeah, it'd be great to get, and look, there's loads of countries as well. And if you've got anything in the chat that you'd like to see, give us a shout. We'll always give you a mention. Hit us up on our socials. We're on all socials as well. And as well, look, if you're enjoying the show, you enjoyed the 50 World Cups, give us a 5-star review. It absolutely is amazing for us guys to read the 5-star reviews. And we do reply to all of them. John will reply. John Foot Coaching will reply to every single comment that you make. So let's keep them busy over the summer. But John, as I say, we're nearing the end of the game. Can you believe it? September is just around the corner. We're into August. August the 1st it is. We're recording this show. And we're moving into FC 27. And we have employed the top statisticians and lawyers as well to talk about the new versions of the game. So I've got them here. So please indulge me just for a little bit of a second. I'm going to read this out to you. And apologies if we get something wrong, because it is slightly complicated. There is 3 versions of the game. Standard, Ultimate, Ultimate Plus. Just on a side note though, Ultimate Plus goes away on the 31st of October. So if you're listening to this show, just be mindful of the fact if you fancy Ultimate Plus, you need to order it by the 31st of October. We will not talk about too much about the benefits that you get for FC 26, because I don't think, John, if you agree, that it doesn't seem to be, especially during footies, that important.
No, not at all. No. Yeah, definitely if you're like a pro and you're going into the open qualifiers right now and you're looking to get that 99 stamina or that 99 dribbling. But for the average player, like you said, the game's coming to an end. That's a tiny, tiny window to use that 1 or 2 stats and whatever else you get out there. Yeah, it's all about what you get with 27 rather than what you get with 26.
So what we've done, we know there's loads of benefits to the game, but what we've tried to do is we've tried to look at it from a cash value. So things that we can actually tell you that we feel are quite important. So the game is released on the 25th of September 26. So please keep that date in mind. So standard edition, it costs us, or you guys, will cost us £70. It's $69.99, but let's just keep it round. It will cost you €80 and it will cost you $70. For that, you get no early access, 0 FIFA points and no premium pass. And you also get basic career mode. But Again, that is not part of Ultimate Team. So, and then you get the Ultimate Edition, which costs you £100, €110, or $100. That gives you 7 days early access. So if my maths are right, John, that would be the 18th of September, that would be. And,
and that's what all the gamers want.
Yep,
proper gamers want that.
Yep, and there is a benefit to that, but it's hard to put a cash value on that. 6,000 FC FIFA points over 2 months, as far as I'm aware, and also the Premium Pass for Season 1. You also then now get the Ultimate Plus, which is £140, €160, or $150. Again, 7 days early access, 10,000 FIFA points over 4 months, and the Premium Pass from Seasons 1 to 5. But just please bear in mind that that will disappear on the 31st of August. So what we've done is from our guys is we've had a look at it and went, what is the FIFA points worth and what is the pass value worth? Because that is something we can put a value on. Yes, you can use coins, but we've looked at it from a cash value. John, are you keeping up with me on this one? Or am I going too fast?
As I saw the insights from the lawyer team and the analysts, I'm keeping up with you.
Yep. So that's what it is. So what we've done is we've looked at it from there, from the Ultimate version and the Ultimate Plus version, how this compares. So if we take the Ultimate version in pounds, it costs you £100. And that is an extra £30 on the basic game. But the points and pass value is equivalent to £55. So, John, you're getting a £25 benefit for that one. And on the Ultimate Plus, that jumps up to £50. And in euros, it would be from the Ultimate game, would be €31 or €54. And for dollars, $31 and $54. So, John, when you see that, the standard game, the Ultimate game, and the Ultimate Plus game, what version do you feel is the best value for money?
So that, if you're purely looking at cash value, it's got to be the Ultimate Plus. However, there's a caveat to that. Okay. I think that only works if you are playing the game for probably the entirety of its time, 10, 12 months of the calendar. Probably more around 10. If you are dipping in and out the game, or you will play till Christmas and take a break or something like that, I think that's where potentially the standard Ultimate would come in. Ultimate Plus is absolutely cash benefit, but only cash benefit if you play the game for the full cycle. I think that's my interpretation of it. Chris, is that yours?
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. I think it's January. The season passes will launch due to January. So I think it's roughly about £9 or £10 or something like that. So I know we've been talking euros and dollars, but unfortunately we in the UK here we pay in pounds. So it's about £9 or £10 to get the season pass, which I'll be honest with you, I buy every time it comes out. I wait till I get halfway through and I get to the bit where it gives you the XP, the season points, and then I buy it then and then get the boost, and that just shoots me right up and it gives me a load of packs to actually
I buy them right at the start. I buy them day one of the season pass. It's like, right, got my pass and I'm starting.
Well, two things I do. What I do is I wait, and I also do it when there's a good promo on. So if I see a promo that I like, I then boost my chances because you get all those extra packs, etc. at that time. So that's one of the tips that I use. But again, as you say, John, you have to be willing to play up to January to get 1 to 5 seasons. And I do like the premium seasons, I must admit. I think it's very good value for money. So from that point of view, John, you've just said there, so for your point of view, if you go for the Ultimate Plus, you're really looking to play up to January, aren't you? You're not a casual gamer, are you?
No, it's something, and again, I think that also goes back to that early access piece, right? If you're super casual, my brother-in-law, for example, you will just pick up the game on official release day, you'll pay the less price and you'll just play your games. I think people that are in this community and listening to the pod, part of the community, if you're listening to this pod and are watching us, you're in the Discord, please join us at patreon.com/FUT That'll get you Discord access. Then I think there's you're probably looking to play that game a little bit earlier to get that fast start. So they're the benefits between Ultimate and Ultimate Plus. So yeah, I definitely think in this more community, not all the community, but the majority of this community will probably be looking at that Ultimate/Ultimate Plus package. And I think, therefore, if you're taking early access, you're probably more active. And I think you will go to January. So I think Ultimate Plus is certainly where I'm going to land.
So you are going to go for the Ultimate Plus.
Yeah.
Is there any other benefits in the Ultimate Plus other than that you've seen that you actually want to do? I mean, I've looked at it purely from a cash point of view to allow our listeners to make sort of a valid case to make to look at it. For you, is there something else in that I am maybe missing from the Ultimate Plus version that you want?
The extra Evo slot.
Right.
My team is literally, like I said, I've got one genuine FUTTIES, which is Royce. The rest of my team is 10 Evoed players. Now, they may have been good in Evoed, but they've all got an evolution on them. So I think from that point of view, those Evo slots are really good. Obviously, my clubs in Johnstone are now back in the top league, so we'll have some players. There'll be no golds. I'm telling you now, if there's a gold, I will probably have a heart attack. There will be silvers, maybe 2, 3. There'll be loads of bronzes. So I'll be on that Evo train right from the start, and these slots will just help with that. And again, the FIFA points will help for people with packs, but for me, they will help to pay for those evolutions.
Yeah. And just on that then, John, so we've looked at it. So if you looked at the value, as I say, I've given away the values. I'll quickly run through it again. It's roughly about 25, 31 euros, $31 between the standard edition and the ultimate edition in terms of the cash benefit that you're getting. But John, if you were to then take that difference in price, which for the ultimate plus is 70 pounds, yeah, you're not far off, give or take 20 quid, being able to buy 12,000 points from day one. So,
yes, but you're already getting 10,000 points to get in the Evo slot, which is important for me. And then you're getting, also maybe you're getting a higher rated icon. Caveat that we don't know when that icon is coming, but you're getting a higher rated icon. I believe it's 93 plus. You're also getting that new special card. So yeah, I think, and because I do that, as you talked about, Chris, that season pass, right? If I buy Ultimate for the early access, I'm not getting one season pass. I may as well get the 5 season passes, as you talked about, say nine British pounds each with no EA Play discount, 9. So there you go. 5 9s, 45. There's the majority of your discount gone. 4,000 FIFA points. What's that? Is that around another £25, £65? Therefore, it already pays for itself because this is the game I play along with Chat Manager 0102. Still the best football manager game there is. So for me, I think it's worth it. I appreciate 140 British pounds, 160 euros, $150. That is a whack of money for a game. That is now becoming silly money for a game.
I mean, look, we've asked the question. I don't play many other games, and as I say, I'm a slightly older man, and I'm maybe an old man shouting at how prices have went up and etc. But I asked Homer. He said, "Look, this is the kind of way that gaming's going. So maybe people are used to this sort of price. I don't know. It feels a lot to me, if I've been honest with you. But I just, from a devil advocate point of view, wondering, do I buy the basic version, accept the fact that potentially I don't get the 7 days early access? And I know that John Coaching thinks this is quite really one of the big benefits to get the 7 days, because you can start your team and start grinding and pick up there may be even a promo that's out at that point that allows you to pick up a player. But you're missing out on 12,000 points at the very start of the game, where prices are potentially at the highest. You won't, let's be honest, I don't know what kind of packs will be there, but you'll be opening packs for a few nights, probably at 12,000 points. But there's a potential to boost that team, get a coin balance. Or are you thinking, John, that maybe coins are not as important as they have been?
Yeah, I think that's a very fair point, actually, because anybody that has listened to me talk in the past, yes, I have dabbled in some FIFA points, right? Don't like it, but I do it, like most people. Don't have a lot of other hobbies, so I have disposable income. I would definitely turn around and say, though, there's nothing but disappointment when you open a pack. Even now, we're just talking about pinks galore. Love my pinks. Should have put my pink top on. Unfortunately, Homer got the pink top, right? So I should have. But when you look at that, you just asked, have I had a 99? No. Have I had a 98? No. Therefore, packs, I always think, have disappointment. Yes, somebody wins. Somebody will go to the casino and will win thousands and thousands. but the house always wins.
Yeah.
So from that point of view, I'm happy with my 10,000 points that are free. I'm more interested in that season pass. I'm more interested in that Evo slot. And I don't like the fact I have to pay so much money for it. I would say caveat in that as well. Like, think of your internet or broadband subscription coming to an end, right? What happens is when it comes to renewal, it always jumps.
Yeah.
Right. And when you go, I'm not wanting that, they'll maybe drop it a bit, but not to what you were paying before. But they'll just give you a few extra add-ons. We'll upgrade your speed. We'll give you a free television package. We'll do something, but we're not really cutting the money back because we want you to pay for more. We'll just give you more. I think this is a similar example. We want you to pay for more, but we'll give you more.
Mm-hmm. No, look, that's fair, John. You know, I have not made my mind up yet what version of the game I am going to get, but I think the bottom line, if you look at it, and you know, guys, as I say, hit us up. You know, if you have questions, if you feel that we've maybe got something wrong, or you want to add a point of why this version of the game is better than another, please, again, let us know in the socials. We'll certainly bring up at the next shows. Absolutely no problem at all. I think the bottom line and the consensus of kind of come around to is, if you play casually or mainly career mode and you don't buy points, I think the standard edition's good enough. Because let's be honest, I think you'll catch up eventually with the teams. You may struggle at the very start, and we all do when the new modes come in and the different types of defending, etc., will come in. We all struggle a little bit, but actually for that point of view, you will catch up very soon. If you play FUT seriously and you buy points anyway, then probably the Ultimate Edition is the one for you, I would say. I don't know if you agree there, John.
Totally.
Again, if you're going to grind every season through to Jan 27, and can you believe we're talking about Jan 27, the Ultimate Plus is probably the version for you. But again, that all goes down to budget. And again, as we always say as well on this show, if you buy FIFA points, and a lot of us do it, we are not judging MD at all. It's part of the game. If it's part of your enjoyment, why not do it? But again, let us know. Let us know in the chat. Let us know in the comments if John or I there's something you completely disagree with. We're well and happy to discuss it from that point of view as well. John, we're coming near to the end of the show. Is there anything else you want to add on the version of the games or that for your point of view, or anything in the deep dives that you've seen? I know the guys have talked about it, but is there anything in the game?
No, I'm leaving the guys with the deep dive stuff. Definitely go and listen to the show that's just been released or being released. I know it goes to the Patreon before it goes out to general public. So again, another reason why to be a member of the Patreon. Mm-hmm. But no, a lot of things are looking excited. I think there's a little bit of feedback. One of the guys in the Discord was worried about like Aketa crosses and headers because heading's coming back, you know, especially for corners. I don't think it'll be like previous. And to be fair, we should have some headed goals. There's a lot of headed goals in real life football.
Yeah.
Or it feels like there's a lot of headed goals in real life football, and there are not many headed goals in FC.
It feels a bit artificial, doesn't it? I mean, who knows, John? We may be able to hire a set piece coach in FC 27, as you've seen. You know that they now have buyout clauses in their contract. I've seen that for the Aston Villa one. I think he's potentially going to Chelsea, and there's a buyout clause. Who ever thought of that, John?
Mental.
But it's been great to have you back. Unfortunately, as I say, the season started for me in a draw, which is as usual for Rangers, and I'm sure all our Celtic fans are there. But wishing you, the Super Jays, all the best. I'm looking forward to seeing you playing in the Premier League and also being part of the game this year.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest excitement, is another reason why I want to get the new game out now. And if I can get 7 days early access to that, I just want to get it in. Let's be honest, nobody's buying St Johnstone players apart from several thousand players, maybe 10,000 players, right? I'll literally be on there going, bye, start the Evo Rush from day one.
So guys, if you get the highest rated St Johnstone player, do not list them for buying the lowest price, because John is desperate to buy him. He will splash his coins on it.
We're only talking about 600 coins or something, Chris. There's nothing to worry about.
No, it's been absolutely great, mate. Look, it's been a great show. I hope we've managed to inform you without boring you with numbers. It's been good fun. It was good fun researching it. I really enjoyed that as well. But there's one thing left to do, John. Let's see if you remember, and that is to
drop it.
Drop it.
Drop it.
FUT.
FUT. Interview. FUT.